Hello and welcome to our Facebook Live with Colegio Horizonte's staff and students. We're really excited to be able to share with you some of our progress in this first month of classes. My name's Kat. I was the International Coordinator with Limitless Horizons Ixil in 2019 and 2020, and I'm so excited to be back in the Ixil region during this historic time for the community and for the organisation. And we're really excited to share with you the experiences of our staff and students. Thank you especially to everybody who's watching from our board, our donors, and all of you who have made this possible. We are now in the 4th week of classes, finishing up the 4th week, and you'll hear some of the extreme excitement from our staff and students about some of the progress that they've made. We're about 60% of the way to finishing our school building, so if you hold on at the end, we'll be transferring to our colleague Jason, who is there, and he'll give you an update on some of the construction and what's happening there. We'll be able to move into the classrooms when they're ready in springtime, so just in a few months from now. We have 24 students, 17 girls and 7 boys. We're looking for sponsors, so if that's something that interests you, please do check out the website. Send us an email, info@limitlesshorizonsixil.org, and you can find out more about what that looks like, getting updates and letters directly from students here in Chapul. Today we're going to be hearing from Evelyn and Susana, 2 of our students, also from Odilia and Marina, 2 of our staff members. But first of all, we're going to go into the natural sciences class where they're doing some really fun interactive experiments today on soils. So we're going to hear from our teacher. We're going to see what a class looks like with one of our groups. They're currently in 2 groups. So we will hear from them, and then we will be sharing with you live with Odilia, Marina, and Evelyn and Susana. So let's go and check out their science class.
Ahora sí, pequeños científicos, vamos con nuestro proyecto. Instrucciones claras es: buenos días a todos. ¿O cuál es el saludo que utilizamos?
Namaste.
Namaste. Mi nombre es David y este es mi proyecto. ¿De acuerdo?
Sí.
Entonces necesitamos saber cómo fue el proceso para la creación de nuestro
Proyecto.
¿Qué proyecto es?
Proyecto del suelo. Proyecto de los horizontes.
Horizontes del suelo. Muy bien. Entonces voy a necesitar acá de pie y empezamos a explicar nuestro proyecto, cómo lo hicimos y qué es lo que tenemos ahí. Nivel de voz 5.
Lo que yo hice fue conseguir Namaste, no me acuerdo si se estaba, y yo conseguí todos estos, pero hay procesos que tienen que pasar. Primero está la roca madre, que se desintegra, y después porque hay temblores que pasan y muchas cosas cuando
We're hearing now about the different makeup of the soil, the different layers of soil that we can find here in the Ixil region.
Cuando la arena blanca se junta con la lluvia, forma arcilla.
We're hearing about sand and mud.
Después de que pase todos ellos se juntan para formar lo que es la tierra negra. Pero se tiene que pasar por varios procesos más, porque no es solo así.
So as you can see, practical science is the way to learn. And we're really excited that it's about 12:15 here in Guatemala. They're about to have lunch, but they're only halfway through their school day, because most Guatemalan schools only offer 4 hours a day, a morning session or an afternoon session, whereas here in Colegio Horizontes, the morning starts at 7:50 and finishes at 4:10. So it's a full day of classes, which is a really unique educational opportunity. And we're going to hear more about those unique educational opportunities with our school director, Odilia. Hola, Odi.
Hola, Kat. Hola. Mucho gusto, les saluda Odilia. Yo soy la directora de Colegio Horizontes y estoy por cumplir 3 años de estar con esta organización. Realmente es una experiencia gratificante para mi desarrollo personal como profesional y aportando a la educación de Chapul.
Audie is really excited to be here with us today. She's been with Limitless Horizons for almost 4 years, and this experience of opening the new school and being the director is one of developing her professional skills and being part of a truly unique and exciting experience. I'm going to be asking Audie a few questions about the progress in the last few weeks and how it's been with some of the activities with their students. So let's hear from Audie. ¿Puedes contarnos un poco de la emoción que has sentido al abrir el colegio y tenerlo ya funcionando?
Estamos muy felices de compartir nuestro proyecto con ustedes. Estamos cerrando con la 4ª semana de las clases y nuestros niños y niñas están llegando muy puntuales, incluso algunos están llegando de a 20, 30 minutos antes de su hora de entrada y están súper felices de participar en sus clases.
Audie's sharing with us that the students are so happy to be joining classes that they're even arriving 20, 30 minutes early, which is a real sign of their enthusiasm and their dedication to their studies. I'm going to be asking Audie about how the students have been feeling and what kind of activities they've been doing. Entonces, Audie, ¿qué están haciendo los niños en estas semanas? Y puedes contarnos un poco de sus actividades y cómo se sienten.
Se les está apoyando a nuestros niños en el dominio del idioma español, también ayudándoles a desarrollar sus habilidades de inteligencia emocional.
One of the main things has been helping students transition to learning all day in Spanish in this Ixil speaking community and really helping them with their language skills, but also with dealing with their emotions. That's been a really important part.
Y vemos casos como el de una niña que tiene dificultades con el idioma español, pero está utilizando su resiliencia para decirse a sí misma que va a superar eso. Y de hecho, en una carta que ella misma se escribió, dice literalmente: Yesenia, algún día vas a hacer muchas preguntas en la clase, tienes a mucha gente que te está apoyando y lo vas a lograr. Entonces eso es realmente emocionante para nosotros.
Qué lindo. Audie's telling us about one student, Yesenia, who wrote a letter to herself and said, I know you're finding it really hard just now, but you will overcome your fears. You will ask loads of questions in class, and you will be a confident student. So we're really seeing that evidence of students being able to deal with their emotions and being able to have the resilience and determination to continue. So one final thing, a story or an anecdote from these first 4 weeks that has been really touching for the staff. Una anécdota, una historia que les han tocado de las historias de los estudiantes.
Bueno, durante nuestros inicios, una de nuestras niñas cubrió su cuaderno con la foto de todo el equipo de Horizontes y ella en su momento nos expresaba que eso le hacía sentirse orgullosa y esa era su forma de expresar ese orgullo de pertenecer al Colegio Horizontes.
Qué bonito. One of the students is so enthusiastic and so proud to be part of LHI, to be part of Colegio Horizontes, that she printed out photos of the team and of the organization and stuck them all over her notebook as a way of showing just how much she is happy to be part of this team and part of this school. Muchísimas gracias, Audie.
Gracias a ustedes por seguirnos.
Thank you for being here with us. And now we're going to speak to Marina, who is our coordinator of mentorship and our student and family program. And we're going to hear a bit about what Colegio Horizontes is doing for students, but also for families and for the wider community. Hola Marina, muchas gracias por estar aquí con nosotras. ¿Quieres presentarte?
Hola a todos, les saluda Marina. Fui becaria como 7 años, empecé desde el año 2007 hasta graduarme del nivel medio. Actualmente llevo 6 años trabajando en Horizontes Sin Límites Ixil y soy la coordinadora del programa de mentoría.
So Marina has a long history of being with LHI, first as a youth development scholar, and then as a staff member. She's been a staff member for 6 years with Limitless Horizons and is now the coordinator of mentorship and the student and family program. So we're going to hear a bit about what that support looks like. ¿Puedes contarnos un poco del apoyo que se han brindado en estas primeras semanas?
En estas primeras 4 semanas, pues el apoyo que estamos brindando a los estudiantes es desarrollando temas como higiene personal, igualdad de género y manejo de las emociones. Pero quiero enfocarme en la parte del manejo de las emociones. Cuando los niños llegaron con nosotros no sabían cómo identificar sus emociones, no sabían cómo expresarlo.
So So there's been a variety of themes that have been touched on in the mentorship program and with the students so far. Personal hygiene, self-esteem, but one of the main things has been dealing with emotions, that being able to identify emotions and have strategies to deal with them.
Vimos la necesidad en esta parte, entonces ellos ya nos pueden decir cuando les preguntamos cómo se sienten el día de hoy. Ellos ya nos mencionan las emociones que son. Me siento curiosa, me siento ansiosa, me siento sorprendida. Entonces también, aparte de eso, ellos ya tienen algunas actividades de cómo manejar estas emociones y cómo controlar para que sean personas de éxito.
So one of the main things has been being able to identify emotions, so as not just to say, I'm doing well, but rather to say, I'm feeling nervous, I'm feeling surprised, I'm feeling angry, and being able to have strategies to deal with that beyond just identifying it. So that's been a really key thing in getting the students to develop their skills in a really holistic way. We're going to have one last question with Marina before we go and see what lunch looks like, which is about sharing a wee bit about the impact of Colegio Horizontes until now and then looking ahead. Entonces, ¿quieres compartir un poco con nosotros la visión de Colegio Horizontes y el impacto que han visto en estas semanas?
Bueno, acá en nuestro contexto no vemos a niñas y niños compartiendo, pero el impacto que hemos visto en nuestro colegio, ya acá en nuestro colegio y fuera del colegio, es que las niñas ya pueden socializar, ya pueden compartir en sus salones de clase y esto lo están evidenciando al momento de ir a reflexionar y almorzar.
Eso es súper importante, ¿verdad? Sí. Marina is sharing with us that one of the main differences and the impact that they've seen so far in just 4 short weeks is that girls and boys are no longer separated. That in the classes, at break time, at lunchtime, they're sharing together, they're speaking with each other, and they're integrated. So we're really seeing gender equality in action. Igualdad de género en acción, ¿verdad?
Así es.
Perfecto.
Quiero comentarles también que dentro del programa de mentoría, una de las actividades es Escuela para Padres, en donde vamos a desarrollar igualdad de género y apoyo a la educación de sus hijos, porque muchas veces los padres no se involucran para
able to really inculcate that academic focus with parents and with families, as well as with the students. Muchísimas gracias por compartir con nosotros.
A ustedes, muchas gracias.
Okay, so now we're going to head across the road to the dining room where students have their lunch. We have a nutrition program with healthy meals, and today it's going to be vegetable soup and fruit. So here we are in the street in Chahu. Friday is market day, so it is particularly busy with tuk-tuks and buses. You can see the hills that are up behind the town. We're in a very mountainous area. Oh, and let's not get run over by a tuk-tuk. The science class is ongoing, so we're going to see if the other group have arrived here. They're currently in 2 groups. Okay. Okay, here's the view from the dining hall. But we're going to go back to the library now and speak with 2 of our students who are waiting there for us. Lunch will have to wait because students are still in their classes. But right now, we're going to be able to meet 2 of our 7th graders, Evelyn and Susana. Hola, ¿cómo están?
Hola, muy buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Evelyn, tengo 13 años.
So Evelyn is 13 years old and she's sending her greetings to all of you there.
Hola a todos, mi nombre es María Susana, tengo 12 años de edad.
Susana is 12 years old and also excited to be sharing with you today. So we're going to hear first of all from Evelyn. about some of the progress that she's felt in her studies during these first 4 weeks of Colegio Horizontes. Evelyn, ¿puedes contarnos un poco de los avances que has sentido en tus estudios en estas semanas?
He notado muchos avances en mi aprendizaje, como que ya sé mucho más, he aprendido nuevas cosas con los educadores.
So Evelyn's been able to learn a lot more with her teachers, and she's felt her learning really strengthen and grow. And she told me earlier that was especially in maths and sciences, so it's really great to see the strengthening of STEM subjects as well. Y Susana, ¿quieres contarnos un poco de los cambios que has sentido en ti desde que empezaste en el colegio?
Los cambios que he sentido es que yo aprendí más, muchas palabras, cosas nuevas, y los educadores nos enseñan mucho.
Qué bueno, qué bueno. Entonces, Susana is sharing with us that she's really felt her learning increase as well. She's felt that she's able to understand more, that teachers explain things better than they did in her old school, and she feels more confident in herself as well. Evelyn, ¿cuál ha sido tu cosa favorita desde que empezaste el colegio?
Mi cosa favorita desde que empecé el colegio fue en arte, porque me gusta dibujar y estoy aprendiendo a hacer siluetas porque me gusta mucho dibujar con mis amigos.
So Evelyn's favourite thing since joining school has been having art classes, which is not necessarily a very common offering in Guatemalan schools. So she's been able to practice tracing and drawing silhouettes, always building new skills. Y Susana, ¿quieres contarnos cómo tendrá Horizontes y estar parte del Colegio Horizontes un impacto positivo en tu vida?
El impacto positivo que tendré en mi vida es que el Colegio Horizontes me ayudará a darme todo lo que quiero en mis estudios, ser resiliente y afrontar todo lo que esté en mi camino en mis estudios.
So Susana is already thinking about her forward path in life, and she knows that Colegio Horizontes will help her to get there, and to help her to become a resilient person, to learn more, and to really build the skills that she needs in order to pursue her goals and achieve her goals as well. So we're going to have one last question with Evelyn, which is, what is her big hope for the future? ¿Cuál es tu mejor esperanza para el futuro?
Mi mejor esperanza para el futuro es ser maestra, porque me gusta mucho aprender más cosas en las ciencias naturales, en lenguaje y en otros cursos más, para que yo le enseñe a los otros niños necesitados.
So Evelyn is already thinking about her future profession. She hopes to be a teacher, and she wants to be able to impart all of the knowledge and skills that she's currently building with other students in her community. Esa es una muy buena esperanza y seguramente vas a lograr tus metas.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias a ustedes. And so now we're going to be able to hand over to Jason, who is waiting at the school construction site to be able to show you a bit about what the building looks like and the progress with construction before we finish up in the spring and are able to move our classes there, so the students will be in their purpose-built Colegio Horizontes. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you.
Hey everyone, here is Jason. I'm here at the school construction site, and just wanted to share with you a little bit of the advances we've had recently and what's left to get this campus ready. So let's take a look. Here you can see the two buildings side by side, and we're going to go in right now to the primary building. And this is the space that our school director and our teachers will use to prepare for their classes, to meet with families and students, and it'll also be space for our administrative staff. And you can see here we're pretty close to done. The floors are in place, the roof is in place, we have windows installed. So really all that's left is to put in the doors, some lighting, and a little bit of final cleanup, and this space will be ready. And also paint on the exterior, you can see. Now let's look at the second building, and you can see what's different, what's left that we have to do to get this building to the same point as the other. We need to put on a roof, get some paint on the walls, and put in windows and doors and floors, and then this building will also be ready. And this is where the three main classroom spaces will be, so you can see here. So we think we're only about 2 months away to get this building ready as well. and then both buildings will be ready to go, and just finishing touches, and we'll be ready to open the school here. And just last point, you can see there in the distance they're working on the drainage system, and we're going to be adding septic tanks. And so yeah, that's it. We're so excited to be so close to the finish line. Thank you all for watching, and see you soon. Bye.